We are live.
Hi, friends.
Hello, it's been a month since we last spoke to you directly like this.
Yes.
And talking from our kitchen.
Hi, Matt. I'm Chris, and our channel is all about our experience moving to the mountains in a very small town called Bryson City, North Carolina, and from Miami, Florida. So we previously lived in a big city. We kind of left that life and pursued what we really wanted, which was a more simple, quiet life. So we kind of like radically changed our life, and this channel is the chronicling of what we're doing.
Yes. And now we live in a house here in Bryson City, North Carolina, with two dogs, Nia and Bo.
Two savages.
Who you may hear wrestling around in the background. But this video was to do some updates. We started doing videos, live videos once a month, and our goal was to post our standard videos, regular videos once a week. However, we have been slightly missing the mark on that lately.
Yes, yeah. We're really sorry about that. We're trying really, really hard. The video that went live today, I thought it was going to explode my computer. It took 2 days, like full days, to upload. So sorry, and hi. Hi, Strawberry.
Hello. Also, internet in the mountains, probably not the best.
Yeah, so we're trying our best. But yeah, we've had a lot going on, and we figured with this video, I've been talking to some of our friends who've been going through the same thing, and COVID obviously is beginning, thankfully, to alleviate, and life is somewhat going back to normal. But 2021 still has not been easy on us for whatever.
Thank you, Strawberry.
It's an understatement. Thank you. Sometimes I need to hear that. Strawberry says we're doing great, and we really appreciate that. So it's been really hard, and I actually, for whatever reason, I'm personally having like a residual COVID experience where maybe during COVID there were moments that were really hard, but we were already working from home. We lived in a location where we can still get out and stretch our legs in the mountains while still being safe and social distancing. So it's only now that life's going back to normal that I'm feeling the effects, like particularly for me being in social situations. Like I'm a bit more introverted, so I derive energy from being alone. So having like COVID did no favors for people that are introverts, because now going back out, I definitely feel it. Like it's kind of crazy, and I'd like to think I'm not a weirdo or anything, but it's hard. It's hard for me sometimes to reacclimate and go out. And that's been really hard on us. I'm
an extrovert, and it still felt like sort of the same thing. Like I just don't necessarily ever really feel like going out anymore and being around people. It's so weird. Because that's not me at all. But anyway, that's kind of, it's been stressful a little bit, and work has been stressful. A lot of stuff around the house has been pretty stressful. So
we both work remotely.
Yeah, and that that didn't change with COVID, but it did get a lot more intense.
More solitude, also.
More solitude, and then whenever we're not working, we're also we work at our house, and then when we're not working, we're working on our house. So really, we're at our house a lot, and same. Strawberry says same. I'm a big time introvert too. I don't mind social distancing.
I don't know. Laughing at myself.
Okay.
But I'm joking about. Yeah, I totally feel you, Strawberry. Same.
Yeah.
Same situation.
And again, a big part of it is that we're just constantly home. And even though we're together all the time, I feel like we're also slightly disconnected because we're doing so many things that we almost don't make it a priority to take time to be with each other. And usually, if you're leaving the house for work, you're not seeing each other, and you come back, and there's a chance for that quality time. Whereas for us, it almost feels like, although we're not spending quality time throughout the day, and then after work, doing a project here and there, and then it's, we've already spent the day together, so quality time was there, but quality time actually wasn't there. And so we wanted to share three, four things that we've been doing lately to sort of combat this stress and also connect a bit more to, make that quality time a priority. So here it goes. You go
Okay.
first.
All right. So number one for us, and this is a really hard one for me, is getting out of the house. Like I'm, again, pretty introverted. Like Strawberry, I don't care. Like I didn't mind the social distancing. Sorry, our dogs are crazy. So getting out was really important for me, and I didn't know how much I needed it. So this could be as simple as physically getting out onto the porch. But in many cases, especially now that we can, getting out and being around people, although I didn't want to, it's actually been really, really nice. And it definitely lifts my spirits because the thing about isolation is that when you're going through the normal life stuff you're going through, like it's not like it's just been this weird social COVID fatigue, like life continues, right? Like we still have stresses because life moves on, and those just feel a lot heavier when you're by yourself. And if you already have that tendency to isolate, it can really make it hard. So forcing myself to get out of the house, be around other people, or again, even just move out to the porch so I'm not in the same position for like 24 hours. It's so simple, and it actually really has amazing effects. Like I didn't realize how much it actually did because I would dismiss it like, no, it's fine. Like I don't need to move to the porch. Like what's that going to do, you know?
Right.
And it does a lot actually.
And the fact that the weather's getting, well, now is actually really hot, but
Yeah.
During the winter months, going out on the porch wasn't really that much of an option. But yeah, that's helped me too. I have an office that I work from, and it is nice to have the 2 monitor situation and all that. But honestly, I think having the alleviation of stress of moving to the back porch and working a couple hours from there, and then going to the office and working a couple hours from there, and then to the front porch, it's probably more beneficial than having the 2 monitors for the entire day. So that's been helping a lot. And like you said, sometimes it's really actually just stopping what you're doing and going for a walk. And there's a nice rec center here in Bryson City that's got a little trail that goes around it. Obviously, we're super close to Deep Creek, Smoky Mountain National Park. So there's some extra time, and you don't need service.
Yeah.
You can go take a walk out there too.
Without service. But even a walk around your block or downtown, I think will do the trick. If you're like us, and a lot of people in the pandemic found themselves working from home. We were already working from home. And like for me, my hobbies are also on my computer. So that's a lot of time on the computer. Like I edit our videos for YouTube. I work in social media. I answer emails on a computer. I don't realize it because a lot of the stuff I do on the computer is fun, but being on a computer for that long does something to you. Like it's actually just really important to turn it the hell off and go outside and just walk and do something different.
Yeah, and also just eliminate screens for some time every day, because a lot of times we might be working and computer, phone, whatever, and then we're tired, so we just make some dinner and put on a Netflix show. And although that's for entertainment purposes, it's still another screen. And I end up realizing sometimes we go like outside of sleep, it's like I'm looking at a screen all the time. So that brings me to the second stress reliever, which I've been doing lately for me. And that actually, I guess, would be my equivalent of you going out for walks, because I typically don't take breaks throughout the day. I kind of just, work the regular office hours where everybody else that's in the office is working. And so right around 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock, especially now that the sun doesn't go down until late, at least here in North Carolina, I've been doing solo hikes. These hikes are close by. I haven't even been taking the dogs. I've been doing more Smoky Mountain National Park, which don't allow dogs. But they've been, Deep Creek, different hikes around Deep Creek, Indian Creek. They're about maybe a 10-minute drive, 5-minute drive, some of them. And it's been awesomely therapeutic to just be out in nature, be alone. Not that I don't love going on hikes with Chris, because I do, and our puppers. And there's something about being out in nature alone. So that has been awesome. And I strongly recommend it to anybody that is not afraid of being out in the forest by themselves, because I get it. Sometimes you want to be with somebody else, and it's probably the safer thing to do. But man, is it awesome to just be out there and be able to stop and just hear nothing but the trees and the birds, and it's amazing. Blue light blocking
Have
glasses.
you tried blue? No, that is super cool. Those red rocks. Have you tried
yeah.
blue light
So
blocking
I have
glasses? That is dope. We're gonna try that.
I have a setting on my Mac. I forget what it's called, but it towards the evening it kind of gives you this orange light in order to not have so much of the blue light. So blue blocking glasses would probably be great because then you could use those all day long.
Yeah, that's super cool.
I'm gonna look into those.
Yeah, I actually I don't necessarily do hikes on my own because I'm definitely afraid of bears. As a Floridian who just isn't used to bears. And like for me, what I actually enjoy is just going on walks and listening to a podcast or reading a book that isn't for productivity. That's like my ideal time of, like, I have a really hard time not making things productive and not optimizing my time. Like, cause especially when you have a YouTube channel, there's a lot of moments where we're sitting outside and I'm like, oh shit, this would be really cool for us to record, and then it's like immediately out of the moment.
Back on.
Right. Or like if I want to read books, like I tend to like to learn things. So I read books that can then funnel back into making the other areas of my life more successful. But I'm feeling the fatigue from like over optimizing. Like there's so few things that I do just because I like to do them and they're for no one and just me. I think that's also a product of just I work in social media and being born and, not that we had the internet our entire life. We had like Habsies, but I feel like there's a lot of that goes on, like this, like, oh, we got to share it. We got to post it, But but I know people say the glasses help if you're on the computer a lot for work and play. That is really cool. Thank you for the tip.
I hope they look really goofy so that
we'll record it when we try it.
So another thing, and it's kind of back to us connecting, COVID definitely, like during the time where we were in lockdown, sort of had us become more creative with date nights.
The dog, sorry.
I'll just keep talking. Had us be a bit more creative with date nights. But now that we have the ability to go out and go to restaurants, stuff like that, we are making an effort to actually plan date nights and go somewhere because, it hasn't been part of our regular everyday. And so anyways, we've been doing some date nights. There's a lot of really cool places. If you're in or around Bryson City, I would say my favorite 3 places for date night, one of which just opened and is probably instantaneously my favorite.
Can I guess them?
Well, okay, sure.
Ilda?
That was the first one. Great job. Took her there for her birthday.
Okay.
Amazing Italian restaurant in Silva, downtown Silva.
Creekside?
So that wasn't going to be one of them, but it's great. I just, for some reason, only want to go there during the summers, and I'm kind of thinking of a year-round thing. Creekside Oyster House is a great place for seafood, and if you really want to feel like you're, in the Keys, even though you're in the mountains, that's the place to go. So I like it for that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say date night. So, wrong.
Okay. Osaka?
Yes. Okay, so I was thinking to go there at date night, so I'm going to add that a 4th. You're half right.
Okay.
Osaka is a sushi place, and date night sometimes it doesn't have to be places to go to.
Mm-hmm.
We do get sushi from there and bring it home, and it's great sushi, and we're super happy that Osaka opened up. I think it was last year.
Yeah.
But anyway, so no, you still have 2 more that I'd like to go to and have date night at.
Have we been there?
Yes.
Is one of them in Bryson City?
No.
Lulu's on Main?
No.
Okay. We love Lulu's.
It's great, but also, sorry, not
super cool. It's in Silva. For any of you in the area or curious. Okay, I'm just gonna eat it.
All right, cool.
So
second one is gonna be Delia. It's a Thai place. It's really cool.
Delia.
And that one is actually in Dillsboro. It's on kind of in between Bryson City and Silva, much closer to Silva. And then the third, but not least, and this one that you really like, is the wine cellar in Silva.
An obvious one.
Aside from the wine, they actually do have really good dishes there. It's not like it's not like a full dinner, but with a bunch of tapas, you could definitely Rick, how are you? A bunch of tapas, you could definitely leave full and feeling pretty good after a bottle or 2 of some great red wine or whatever kind of wine you like.
So those are your hot tips for the Bryson
Hot
City
tips, and they're all kind of in Silva and Dillsboro. Sorry, Bryson City, but Silva's really stepping up their restaurant game.
It's got a good food game, but it's only 20-minute drive, so we love Silva.
Yeah,
we still consider it
kind
local.
of feels it local. When we were in Miami, we always drove 20 minutes to go anywhere to eat. So really.
Speaking of hot, it brings us to we're gonna try to kick these live streams up a notch, heat wise. Okay, so deal so that they're more entertaining and fun for everyone, us included.
Lourdes.
Lourdes, hi. Okay, so next month, remember, first Sunday of every month, let's just say 12. Let's say 12 p.m. We're going to remind you in the video we post below that. So if you're not subscribed to our channel, please do.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Super cool. Yeah, what are you doing here and not subscribed? We're going to do a hot sauce challenge.
Yes, we're not really sure exactly how it's going to go, but at some point
we're going to
both going to be in a lot of pain and sweating probably. So
yeah. We're going to make it some sort of a challenge. There might not be some other stuff going on. We're probably going to go into town and buy some really scary hot sauce.
At the Artsy Olive. And no, this is not sponsored by anything.
This is not
sponsored. If you guys are in Bryson City, the Artsy Olive is super cool
place. Dope. Super
all
dope.
Kinds of amazing olive oil, hot sauce, Bloody Marys, different spices and herbs, and it's awesome.
So that's what we're gonna do 1 month from now. If you have any tips, hot sauces that you think that we should get, that I want to go from discomfort to my nose is bleeding. So anything between that, you tell us, and we're gonna hurt ourselves here in 1 month.
I'm gonna prepare for a month. Do a little hot sauce every day.
Hot sauce challenge. All right.
Yeah, and that's it. Do we have any other sort of stress relieving suggestions other than chugging hot sauce?
Stop and be awesome instead.
When you're stressed out, stop and be awesome instead. Thank you, Barney Stinson.
That's a How I Met Your Mother reference. We're not trying to be insensitive to anyone going through something, because we are too. So we love you guys. So join us next month for the hot sauce live challenge. Send us your hot sauces that you think will make chocolate Buddha sauce. We'll have to look that up.
Is it short for butt kaboom? Maybe
what the hell is that even?
That means your butt will go kaboom.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm really scared a little bit, but we're doing this. It's all for the channel. So subscribe if you haven't, and if not, see you next month.
Leave comments. Yes. Love you guys. It's first Sunday of the month, 12 o'clock noon. We'll be here.
See you there. Bye.